Alright, guys. I think this is a good time to make this video because this is going to be a funny video, alright? This is not going to be those rant video. Well, it's kind of a rant video, but it's a funny video. I was going to do a video on this probably about a month and a half ago, but I just never got around to it. Never got around to it, but I want to make it now because this is 6 years ago on April 17th, something happened that I'm pretty sure if you're a male, you'll do all the time accidentally in one time in your life, especially when you're a very young teenager, because I'm not a teenager anymore. And this story takes place when I was 13 years old back on April 17th, 2015. I was a seventh grader. And this is where this is going to come in, and you're going to understand why did this happen, and how did I know that I walked in to the wrong bathroom? Yeah. When I was 13 years old, I'm going to give you a little bit back. Back when I was 13, basically, the day that this happened in Louisville, Kentucky, if you are in a school, wherever you are in the city, and you're either middle school or high school, you have been to this thing called Weed Day before. I was never a big fan of it. It was way too much going on. Crappy music I don't even care about. Stuff I don't even want to hear. And this is where the story comes in. So, it was right after lunch, and I had to take a dump. I had to literally take one of the biggest dumps I've ever taken. So I said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to take him with me. Because I need someone that's not to make sure nothing happens. So, what happened was, I'm walking up to the bathroom. This is at the Center for the Arts, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Walking up to the bathroom, and back in 2015, I don't know if they had this or not. Someone was there back in 2015. Let me know, because I'd like to know. But back then, I actually had to look for the bathroom sign, for the men's and the women's bathroom. There were no signs, and it was really, really dark where that cul-de-sac was, where you have the two doors that go, one for the men's and one for the women's bathroom. I did not know which one was which. I thought the one on the right was the women's bathroom, and the one on the left was the men's bathroom. All right, and you turn to the left, and then that's the men's bathroom. Turn to the right. I thought that was the women's bathroom, but it turned out to be the exact opposite. But literally, you'll find that. So I don't know what door to go in. If you just go in the door, I'm like, okay. And I went in the door, and I was like, that's weird. There's no urinals in here. There is no urinals in here at all. There's no urinals, and I told this story for a short story in 11th grade, over 2 years ago now. I can tell it better now. So I go in there, go in the biggest stall, because I always like going into the biggest stall, and I just start doing my thing. Okay, sitting there for probably about maybe 4 minutes, and I didn't have a watch. I didn't know how long it was until I started hearing people, and I'm just like, okay, are they going into the other bathroom? And then the door opens, and I was probably greeted with the most rudest awakening ever. And do you want to know what went through my head? It wasn't, oh shit, I just walked into the girls' bathroom. It was like, oh my effing god, I just walked into the girls' bathroom. What did I just do? I was like, oh no. And literally, there was, in like about 15 seconds, there was probably about, I don't know how many females in that bathroom. Probably like 30 or more. And I could tell that they were maybe between my age at that time to like 11th grade or maybe older. Maybe seniors. I don't know. I don't know how old they were because I could barely tell. But anyway, and they went out, and I had to well say, "I'll be out in 1 minute." And this was the funny part. I only had to talk in high pitched voice. I'll be out in 1 minute, and this is where I panic. I'm like, shit, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. What do I do? What do I do? So I came up with a plan, and it is loud in there. Loud. So I cannot even. There was like 30 people in there, and you were in the stall, but this is where things get interesting very, very quickly. Is I get out. No, I don't get out. I like, what I did is I bashed the door open. I just, you can see the door just creeping open. And then nothing. And then I step out, and it's just dead quiet. Just dead quiet. I never heard it that quiet in my life. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just hear screaming, and all of them run out within 15 seconds. And I'm like, okay. And then you know what I did? I just went right back in, flushed the toilet, and every single one of them was gone. There were no people in there after that. It was like 50 seconds, and literally, oh man, this was embarrassing because, I was, and basically when this happened, I was like, oh no. I mean, you got to realize back at this time, I knew that, like, oh no, this is not going to help. I can already tell you that this summer is going to go into a recession because of this. I knew a recession was going to happen that summer, like before. I think it was like before summer. Yeah, it was having this pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So that's kind of what happened. Because this is in April, like April 17th. So it's pretty much spring. It's April, like mid-April 2015. I mean, this is near the end of the school year, my 7th grade year. Next year would be my last year of this 8-year journey at this school. And you got to realize at this time, I was going downhill in my mental health. I really was. Well, that August is when my downward spiral started, which that's the actual name. That's the name given to it because there's no name. That's just the name given to it. Because it's just really bad depression. That's what they call it because that's what it feels like. It feels like it completely just goes boom, boom, completely just downhill recession after recession after recession. What mental health recession is basically just, it can be used against whatever is good happening in your life. It can be used really against that. And it was. Like the next 2 years, probably about 2.5 years after that. But anyways, this goes into basically, do you think that was the only time that happened? No. The next year, very end, like very, very end of the year, about almost a month later, it was a Friday again, and this was at that school. So I had to use the bathroom again. So same situation, but this time I realized the mistake because I knew that there were signs. I knew there were signs before, but there were no signs at the Center for the Arts. There were no signs at all. There were no signs at all. There were no. And I checked. I literally filed a complaint. I don't know when it was, like about 2 years ago, that said, hey, back 2015, there were no bathroom signs. There were no bathroom signs. So I'm hoping whoever is a 7th grader in 2023, whenever, I would say maybe the probably about the 21st of April 2023, or probably around that range, I would say, if I had to be generous, that is something you have to take into consideration, because I don't know anybody, because it's like back then, I look at that now and it's like, man, that could have been prevented, because I got some news for us in our yards. Back in 2015, you should have put signs in the bathroom, because I never saw them. Because I literally thought, did they take the urinals out because they wanted to be gender neutral on? No, but back then I wasn't really in. Well, now, but when you grow up, you start to realize that was a big oopsie, and it really. And I remember walking out of that bathroom, and the friend I had with me was like, "What did you just do?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know." I don't know what happened in there. Oh, what happened? I just went in. I didn't know it. What was your reaction? Like, and he would always said, this is what he told me. He would always said that when I saw those females go in that bathroom, I was like, oh no, like he's in there, and I was thinking that does not sound like men. That's not, no. I knew when that door opened, that sounded like females to me, and they were coming in that bathroom, and then I realized I really effed up big time. I really screwed up, and that was probably one of the most biggest L moments in my life. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like it. I've heard. I'm pretty sure if you're a man, we've all done that in our teenage years. I would not do that now because I can read. I'll open it. I'll open it like, oh, wrong bathroom, and I just go on the right one. But this time, I did that like when I was like 12 at Culver's, and I went like, oh, wrong one, and then I went back, and then nobody knows. Nobody noticed me. I was young and I was kind of not dumb, but I was smarter than most people. If you want to go, if you want to see a video, I'm going to make a video about exposing dumb people that I've dealt with. The top 10 dumbest people I've ever dealt with. I've done a top 10 worst teachers, but I want to do a top 10 on the dumbest people I've ever dealt with. So if you want to see that, make sure to leave a like on this video, and let's get back to the story. So when I went in to that bathroom when I was at school, I basically was like, who's the end? So I probably had about a week left. Well, 2 weeks before graduation, but 1 week of like actual in school stuff for celebration week. And basically, this was a disaster waiting to happen. What I did is I was thinking, I thought I was going the right one, but I actually went in like, oh, wrong one. Okay, my bad. There was nobody in there. Good thing. They probably snitch on me for that. I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you something. Oh boy, do I have a story for you from last year? Oh, it's gonna be interesting. I'm like when I come visit now, years from now, I'll probably tell it. Well, I'm gonna tell it. When I come visit. If you want to hear that, yeah. So thank you all for watching, and as of if you want to see your sister as a 20 year and 1 day old man do more videos, then leave a like and comment for me. That would be, make sure to subscribe if you haven't, because I try to upload every once in a while videos of all kinds. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay cool, everybody. Don't do anything stupid. And if you're starting a school year this year and you have a bad teacher, make sure to let them know that they're kind of dumb. Make sure you get in their face and say, you're kind of being dumb right now. I'm going to give you an IQ test to see how stupid or smart you really are. Yeah. And don't get me in trouble for that. I'm just telling you the best advice if you have a dumb person that's in your school. So, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.